Hey baby, it's time for night talks.
How y'all doing? I'm upstairs. Let me take a drink. Oh, you didn't think I would keep up with this, did you? I say that a lot. But here I am, once again, doing night talks. Another night, more night talks. I'm trying to upload all of the episodes to Pinecast so we can get some distribution services going. Get some expanse on the podcast. Because I know you want to hear more, and more people want to listen to the podcast. That's for sure. Listening on your streaming services. Oh, you out there in Radio Land. Kitten says hi. Kitten says hi. So, things that have happened today. Not a whole lot. I have been holed up. Although, in Muskegon news, a woman, her cousin, and her 9-year-old son went tubing and they have disappeared. And it's a little suspicious. Like, there are some suspicious details about this. That the car window on her car was broken into. Like, it was cracked. This is all hearsay. According to the comments on the Reddit post. That the car window on her car was cracked. And that that she had left sandals or something, or flip-flops by the side of the thing. And I was like, okay, so what else? And then the ex-husband was talking about, we hope they find their dead bodies. And it's like, why are you talking about them like they're already dead? Like, it's only been 24 hours. It's real suspicious. All of this seems real suspicious to me. Like, what? Okay. I don't know, but like, it seems real suspicious to me. I was trying to picture where they got in at. Because, like, they said it was, like, on Maple Island Road. So, is that, like... I can't picture where that's at in the Muskegon River. I'll have to look at a map. But, like... Is that, like... That's... I don't know where that is. Because when I think Maple Island Road, I think like Oak Ridge or something. Or like maybe like Fremont or something. Or like, not Fremont, but like maybe Fruitport or something. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly where it is. Because like Maple Island Road is, it's weird where it is. It might be North Muskegon. I guess it depends on what part of Maple Island Road they're on. Because it just depends on where it is. I don't know. Because when I think Maple Island Road, I think like Oak Ridge or something, like out in the middle of the boonies. But they said Muskegon River. So like that could be far, that could be like out by like Kent City or something too. So, because Muskegon River is kind of long. It goes out to like in the middle of nowhere. So, because I've driven to, I've gone tubing on the river before, but I don't know where we ended up because I wasn't the one who was doing all of that. We went up to, there's the ice cream place. We got picked up at the ice cream place, and then we got dropped off at the ice cream place because we went through a service where they dropped us off at the front of the river, and then we went for like 3 hours, and then they picked us up at the end, and we ended right where we started because they drove us to the front of the river, and then they picked us up at the end, where basically we ended right at the ice cream place, or like that whole like campground. But like apparently there was like a viral post or something that said you could park on Maple Island and like get circled around or something, and it was like that they were like trolling people or something. So like people were thinking that they could just like go on the river and it wouldn't like circle around. And I was like, first of all, why would you not think that like it didn't circle around? First of all, because rivers don't tend to like go up. This is like common sense, like rivers don't circle back. They tend to flow down. But like, I don't know. But also the people who were going on the river, the people who are missing are two 28-year-olds and a 9-year-old. So they might not have been the most like their frontal lobes just developed kind of people. Like they're not exactly like the clear, they might not have been the clearest thinking of people. Like you think of like 28-year-olds, like when I think of myself as like 28, like I might have fallen for something like that. Like, I think of myself, when I think of myself at 28 or like 26, 28, like, I was pretty gullible. I fell for a lot. And like, we live in an age where, people will rage bait you and like give you a lot of misinformation. Like, there's a lot of misinformation that's being passed off as like honest to God truth. So like maybe they saw a post like that and been like, oh, it does circle around. That's the truth. And like AI will just be like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. But if that's the case, like why wouldn't it? What is going on with their car? Like, why was their car? Is it just because they left it out on Maple Island Road and somebody tried to break into it? But like, I have so many questions. Like, what? I hope they show up safe. That's the thing, is like for me, like, just because it's been 24 hours, like, I don't necessarily think that anything bad has happened to them. I think that they might be like lost or something, but I don't know if necessarily. No, 24 hours. I don't know. Things start to go bad after 24 hours or, 36 hours or 48 hours. Is it 48 or 36 hours? But like, I still have hope that like they're doing okay. Like, I don't think anything bad's happened to them yet. But that's just my hope that, things are going to turn out okay. Maybe that's my delusion that nothing bad has happened to them. It's only been 24 hours. Like, I don't know. They could be okay. Right? They could be okay. I don't know. But the ex-husband makes me worried, like, that he did something to them. Like, why is he talking like that? I don't know. That makes me a little distrustful. And it makes me a little worried for them, for their safety. Like, if something did happen to them, I would be strongly like looking at that guy. But I'm concerned for them, but I don't know. It looks bad, but I don't know. I've seen worse things and people still were alive. Like I've seen people go missing in the desert for like a week and they still ended up okay. Like they still were alive at the end of it. Like, I don't know. I've seen people go like missing for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they end up being okay. So like anything could happen. Sometimes like I don't know. I'm hopeful. I'm praying for them. I'm praying that everything's going to be okay and that they're going to show up and that, maybe they'll be a little bit worse for wear, but they'll be okay. I don't know. I have to stay tuned for that. I was working on my ebook today. I am officially at the end of week 2 of my weight loss journey, and I have been slacking. But I'm going to reaffirm for next week and recommit and get back on it for week 3. We're going to keep on going. We're not stopping. We're going to keep going and keep affirming and do some journal entries for next week. I have some journal entries set up for next week. And I'm just going to keep on a-going. That's all you can do.
Turn this down a little bit.
I talk too loud into the mic. Anyway, yeah. I was talking with my friend Donnie about how I think my father was haunting me through this stag that tried to jump over my car. I really think that he was really mad about the fact that I was going to vote in the election, the primary, as a Democrat, and how my father likes to show his displeasure in my lifestyle choices by sending deer to me every so often and like showing his displeasure in my lifestyle by like haunting me every so often. I don't know. Hang on. Sorry, I had an itch. I didn't want you to see me itchy. But like, no, seriously. I think about it and like, my cat's looking at me. My cat is looking at me. He's like, what you doing? He's like, I love you. I don't know. I think I'm haunted by my cat because my cat is like, what are you doing? I love you. 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 I love you too. My mom said, why can't you get a man to be devoted to you? She said this, I've said this before in the podcast. Why can't you get a man devoted to you like your cat is? So cats are easy. All you do is feed them. And they'll keep showing up. He loves me because I clean up his poop and I feed him. My cat doesn't require me to have sex with him. He just loves staring at me because he's like, you feed me treats. He's my baby. Totally devoted to me. My mom said, I've never seen a cat more devoted to somebody than I've seen this cat devoted to you. So that's because he loves me. It's because I love him. Because he's my emotional support animal. It's because I need him. Come here, Larry. Come here. Kisses? Kisses? You want some treats? You want some treats? Kisses? Sorry, he's coming up to me and he was looking at me like, are you going to give me treats? Are you going to give me treats? Do you want some treats? He's like, I'll lead the way. I'll give him some in a minute when I go down. My sister was talking about how she gained weight and none of her clothes fit. And I felt bad for her because, you know, she tries to make everything. There's like a competition. Like, we're always comparing ourselves to each other. Like, she will compare herself to me and I will compare myself to her. And she will compare herself to my other sister. And like, it's not necessary. She thinks that she's doing bad because she has gained weight and I have lost weight. Although I have gained a few pounds. I am still at a loss from last year. But I've been up. She says she was a size 20. I said, I've been a 20 before. I said, it's fine. I said, you know, it's not that bad. I said, you'll figure it out. Because I have never made my sister feel bad for being skinnier than me. I have never made my sister feel bad for being heavier than me. I have never made my sister feel bad for any weight loss that she's had or any anything that she's done to her body, because anything that she does, I celebrate. Anything that she doesn't do, whatever she does, I'm okay with. Because the thing about it is, you know, I've been there and it's just like, I know what it's like to gain weight. I know what it's like to lose weight. And I know what it's like to have people judge you for losing weight while they gain weight. And it's hard because they think that they should be losing weight too, that it should be like a community effort, that everybody loses weight at the same time. And that if they're not losing weight while you're losing weight, then you should be gaining weight too. And it just doesn't work like that. Not everybody's on the same path. My cat's staring at me. He's like, you gotta give me treats. Anyway, so we're at 25 minutes. Pray for these people that are, whatever God or goddess or whatever deity that you pray to, thoughts, prayers, keep them on the out for this, these people that are lost on the river. Pray that they're found and that they're in good spirits and that they're doing okay. I worry about people, I want them to be okay. And just thinking about them tonight, I'm hoping that they're okay and that everything's going to turn out. I worry that something bad has happened to them, but I'm just in good spirits that they'll turn out okay. Because I want to believe that it's going to be okay. Maybe that's just my positivity coming out. That I don't know. I've seen so many good things happen, and I just think that I just want to believe that. I just don't want to believe the worst out of a situation. Because it's like the Muskegon Heights City Council too. I don't necessarily want to believe in the worst in a scenario, that the worst case scenario is going to happen, or that people. I believe in maybe it's naivety or innocence on my part, that I believe in that I don't think of the most nefarious thing. I think of the most gentle, that I think that things are not as bad as they could be, that it's not as bad as it is, or the situation's not as bad as it could be, that things are, you know what I mean? Maybe it's just, maybe it's not as bad as it is. Does that make sense? Maybe it's going to turn out okay. Maybe that's naivety on my part. Maybe it's because I believe in the power of the human spirit, that I believe in search and rescue workers finding missing people, and I believe in the power of goodness, that that things aren't as bad as they could be. Or that things aren't as bad as we want to believe they are. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just me. Maybe I don't want to believe that people are bad. Or maybe I don't want to believe that things are, I don't know, dark and scary. Plus, my mom always tells me things always work out in the end. Maybe not the way you want them to, but maybe they work out. And so maybe that's where Like, I have hope. I don't know. Is it stupid? Is it stupid to like pray for good things and like pray for the good things to happen in life? I don't know. Maybe that's stupid on my part. Not necessarily that I believe in the Christian God, because I definitely don't believe in the Christian God, but like, you know, praying to the gods. I pray to the gods. But like, I ask the gods, look over people. I pray to Luna, to, Artemis. I pray to, which is an incarnation of the gods, deities of sorts. Because there's the god and the goddess, incarnations of deism. But that's getting into, I'm getting into religion here. I don't like to get into religion so much because people start to question your religion and like, what do you believe? And it's like, oh man, if I started talking about what I believe and like people are like, because like I do study the Bible and I have studied the Quran and I have studied, like I do study religions, like, and like I have studied like Greek mythology and like I do study these religions, and like there's certain things I do like about the Bible that I find comfort in, like the Psalms and the Proverbs. I find comfort in the Psalms and the Proverbs, that they do provide comfort when I am at my lowest points. That when I'm in the hospital, because my religion, being pagan, is not socially acceptable. Like, because Christianity is so well observed, and that being pagan is difficult in spaces like being in the hospital. Like, there's no outreach for, like, I can't just burn a candle in the hospital. I can't just have a sacred bath in the hospital. I can't just, do the things that I normally do when I'm feeling bad in the hospital. So I have to improvise with my own select sort of religious outreach, which requires me to conform to certain religious ideologies, which is reading the Proverbs and the Psalms and taking from that my own interpretation of those meanings. That I read the Bible, but from that, I don't necessarily see God as a man like they do, because they talk about he and him. They use he, him pronouns in the Bible. But I see God as necessarily like a woman, like the goddess. Or like I see God as like a genderless being, like they, them. Or I see God as being something unknowable and like unforeseeable. Like it's something that you can, unknowable. And that it's something that man has tried to wrap their head around, but it is impossible to know by any stretch of the imagination. Like it's something so big and so vast and so large that we cannot, in our current state of incarnation in the human form, understand with any amount of understanding. Like, it's so vast and wide and great beyond us that a book like the Bible cannot accurately represent what it means. A book like the Quran cannot accurately represent what it means. Paganism cannot accurately represent what it means. It's only touching on, each religion touches on briefly an aspect of what it means. And they each have their pros and cons. But it's all, maybe I'm ballistic, and that I believe that all religions are wrapped up in the same, that because we share a very human sense of the word, that all religions are basically the same, and that they share the human need to do something inside of ourselves, that they represent the very human need to reach for something higher. Even science and logic, and the atheists' desire for reaching for something bigger than themselves fills that need for something bigger. There is a human need within ourselves to reach for something beyond ourselves, in which we cannot grasp from within. That there's something that we need, and it could be like a sense of community or collective consciousness. Even something like the crossword puzzle is grasping into that collective consciousness, because or like doing the Wordle is tapping into God, is it not? Because it's like, have you ever done the Wordle and you're like, how many people have gotten this right? And how many people got it within 3 turns? And it's like, and does doing it at certain times of the day make it so that people get it solved faster than if they do it at the end of the day? And is it tapping into collective consciousness or godliness, the collective consciousness of other people by doing it at certain times of day? Because didn't they do studies that said people doing crossword puzzles after most people have solved the crossword puzzle make it easier to solve the crossword puzzle? Is that not godliness? Just saying, is that not what it means to be godly? Is that not reaching for something that's bigger than yourself? Is that not what in the incarnation of God is? I don't know. I don't have the answer to these questions. These are questions we all have to answer for ourselves. But I find it fascinating and very interesting. I was not going to talk about religion. Religion is very divisive. People get so hell-bent about religion. Sorry, the screen door slammed and I was like, is that the wind? I need to go to bed. Anyway, that's all she wrote. That's all I'm talking about for tonight. I'm going to bed. My cat's looking at me like, yeah, we need to go to bed. You need to give me some treats. I wish I had coffee. It's so late at night. I wish I had coffee. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.